This is the number of eligible immigrant visa applicants who are still pending for their interviews. 394,000 in the month of June. I'm gonna go over why it's happening and what to expect next in the next few months. After we've seen a very nice and healthy decrease in the green card backlog in the month of May, where the Department of State went down from 350,000 green cards in the month of April all the way down to 337,000 in the month of May. We've seen very efficient processing across the board. Embassies and consulates were getting more cases in, and over 49,000 people were scheduled for interviews across the board. All this has changed in the month of June. In the month of June, only 43,000 applicants were actually scheduled for interviews across the board. These are applicants that are documented complete and ready to go for their interviews, and as I mentioned, only 43,000 were scheduled. A quite significant decrease from the month of May. Why is this happening? Before we go in there, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. As always, if you need help with your immigration matters, all you have to do is send me a text, 619-483-4549, and we'll be able to help you with your immigration matters as well. Also, if you cannot text, you can go to www.immigrationasap.com, leave your information in there, and one of our team members will contact you ASAP. And now let's keep talking about this crazy backlog. And now, as I mentioned, we've seen quite a positive process flow from the month of May. Actually, all the way to April, where we've seen a decrease in the backlog of almost 4%, even close to 5%. And again, now, when we're looking at the backlog report, you can see it somewhere here on the screen. You can see that all these have changed in the month of June. Let's look at this backlog report. The number of cases that are currently documented complete, immigrant visa cases that are sitting at the National Visa Center that are ready for an interview as of the end of May 2024 is currently 438,000 cases. This is more than last month, but we've seen only 387,000 cases that were documented complete, sitting at NVC, getting ready for an interview. This is quite of a sharp increase and quite concerning. Let's look at how many cases they were actually able to send for interviews in the month of June. Currently, this number is only 43,607 compared to the month of May, where they were able to send those applicants for interviews that are documented complete. The number of those applicants that were sent for interviews in May was 49,761. Now let's look at how many applicants are still eligible for immigrant visa appointments but are still pending schedule for an interview at the National Visa Center. And this number is 394,836 cases compared to the month of May, which was only 337,000. Again, you can see quite a big difference, over 5% increase in the backlog in the month of June. And again, this could be for many reasons. We are getting into the summer travel. Embassies and consulates worldwide are definitely getting bombarded with applicants who are waiting for visa appointments, specifically on the non-immigrant visa side. But again, once these embassies gets busy, it might impact also processing of immigrant visas. Also, another factor is that embassies and consulates are typically required to send their schedule of appointments to the National Visa Center every month, and they haven't received enough appointments from these embassies and consulates for the past 30 days. And again, it's possible because these embassies are overwhelmed a little bit because it's summer travel time, and also they are lacking staff in some of the big major consulates that impact these reports every single month. While some of the smaller consulates still process cases as normal, if you look at some of the big ones like Islamabad, like Mumbai, like Lagos, and other embassies and consulates in Europe like London, these posts are still very backlogged and their processing time will fluctuate. I hope that by the end of July we'll be able to see a much better National Visa Center report, which will be comparable to what we've seen in May, a constant decrease in the backlog and not an increase like we've seen in June. Again, if you're going through this process, please let me know in the comments which embassy or consulate you're waiting for an interview. And again, if it's becoming unreasonable and you've done everything you could, you tried to expedite, you tried to inquire on your case and nothing worked, remember, if your case has been pending for too long, you can sue a U.S. embassy or the State Department. It is possible to file a mandamus lawsuit, and if you are meeting the requirements of such a lawsuit, your case will be able to move forward much faster and you won't have to be stuck in this backlog. Again, please send me a text and we can determine if you qualify to go forward with a mandamus lawsuit to get out of this crazy backlog. Once again, thanks for watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any further questions about this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget, if you need help with your immigration matters, send me a text, 619-483-4549. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.